News this morning, there was a fire yesterday at the Pulaski County line, which led to multiple departments being called. Plus, flood levels continue to stay low after snow from last week and rain this week.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We're just a few minutes past 6 a.m. on Friday, January 26th. Now let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
And a look at the forecast this morning, Olivia. It is mild. It's feeling good for late January. And we only got to deal with a couple of stray showers. As we go from looking outside our WYMT studios, check out the headlines this Friday morning. Again, cloudy but mild today into tonight. Could be some fog issues tonight for another shot of rain. Maybe a couple of thunderstorms late tomorrow into tomorrow night. Mid upper 50s, lower 60s across eastern and southern Kentucky. And the pinpoint Doppler radar showing a couple of showers just to the north of Hazard. A few more showers now east-southeast of Paintsville. And this is pretty much the way the rest of the day is going to go, because as we look back to the west and southwest, not much, just a lot of clouds. So as we head through the day today, it won't be too bright, but at least it will be mild. Mostly cloudy, the risk of a spotty stray shower, and a forecast high in the upper 50s and close to 60 degrees. More about the First Alert 7-day forecast, another shot of rain, and then cold. How cold, though? We'll let you know in a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. At the Pulaski County line, 4 people were killed in a house fire. The names and ages of the victims have not yet been released. The fire fully engulfed the house, and crews from 3 different counties fought it for at least 5 hours. Many different volunteer fire departments and other first responders were called to the scene, which is along the lines of Pulaski and Lincoln counties.
You have families that have lost loved ones, and you know it's tough on them. And it's also tough that we've lost some of our citizens of the Commonwealth.
Kentucky State Police are taking the lead on this investigation moving forward, but a fire investigator will be out at the scene sometime today. Those with the National Weather Service in Jackson say the flood risk is low even as rain continues to fall in the region. A service hydrologist says a low water content in the snow has helped. This is, however, the time of year where they see flooding the most.
As we do see flooding, it's pretty normal to see flooding in the winter into the spring here in eastern Kentucky, especially along the main stem rivers. It's not unusual. It's pretty common, actually, especially as we get into March.
He says they still do not expect major flooding right now, but people should still stay weather aware. And as the area continues to deal with rain, emergency officials have a helpful site that you may use to monitor water levels. You can look at the Advanced Hydrologic Prediction Service on the National Weather Service's website, and you can find water levels and predictions for any gauges in the country. Experts say they are not concerned with river levels this time, but instead it is creeks that you have to keep an eye out for. Police in Lee County, Virginia are investigating a crash involving a school bus. Officials say it occurred yesterday morning in Pennington Gap at the intersection between Route 58 and Hobbs Hollow Road. Troopers say the bus was hit in the back by a Dodge Ram 3500 while the bus was stopped to pick up students. Officials say 2 children were on the bus during the crash, but no child on the bus or at the bus stop was injured. The bus driver was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. Corbin police arrested a man after a 4-hour standoff. Michael LaForce is charged with attempted murder and terroristic threatening, among other charges, after firing a gun at people in a home. A victim told People LaForce threatened to shoot her during an argument and fired 2 shots in her direction. Police say LaForce admitted to using drugs during the incident. 5 people are behind bars following a drug investigation in McCreary County. Detectives started looking into the sale of drugs in the county several months ago. Detectives bought meth and found a large amount of marijuana during their investigation. Alan Braden, Matthew Sumner, Heather Larson, Roy Dell Wordley, and Sandra Spradlin face multiple counts of trafficking in a controlled substance. Food pantries usually have a lot of tasks throughout the week to help people that need assistance. However, it does not help when winter weather keeps you at home and when you are down volunteers. WYMT's RJ Johnson shares how one food pantry is getting through this week.
Since winter weather kept a lot of people at home, the Breathitt County Hunger Alliance was also forced to close.
A lot of people depend on that every month. So that was frustrating not being able to do those two things. Well, then that puts you behind. So we're trying to play catch up with that. So we actually have someone coming in today to take the clothes out and actually distribute them. They've got to.
Founder and CEO Patsy Clare says they're still working to catch back up on their daily tasks.
And we came in and I was here and I think maybe 4 people came in total, and you've seen how busy it is today. So people are trying to catch up because, you know, there's still people that's not able to come out.
With shipments through the door, she says it also doesn't help when they're down volunteers.
You know, we usually have 20 strong here on it. Any given day, we usually have at least 20 volunteers. So whenever, you know, one makes a difference, but when you have 5 that's not here, that usually is, big difference.
However, they're looking to the future, helping as many people they can.
We have a lot of things that's going on, a lot of things that we're planning, and you know, we're excited about it. 2024, you know, 2023 was busy, but 2024 is starting out, you know, with God's blessing. It has started out unbelievable.
One more thing on the list is this building. Claire says she has a vision for what it could become.
But it is perfect for us. And in this building, we will be able to do so much more. So we have a tiny space right now that we do a lot of work out of. It's amazing how much work comes out of the little red building.
Saying they will continue their mission of helping people through food, clothes, and more. In Breathitt County, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Claire says they are also continuing their work in other counties, including Lee and Leslie. For more information, you can contact them on their Facebook page. We continue to inch closer to the winter blood drive here at WYMT. The drive is from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. next Wednesday in front of the station on 199 Black Gold Boulevard in Hazard. All donors will receive a Kentucky Blood Center shirt while supplies last. Officials with KBC say their goal is to gather at least 16 units of blood.
Waking up on a Friday morning with temps in the mid upper 50s, lower 60s. Yeah, we'll take this after what we dealt with last week, right? Yeah, the pinpoint Doppler radar right now showing some light spotty showers again just north of Hazard. A few more as you depart Paintsville, north of Pikeville, and yeah, a lot of clouds across the region. Now, this is the way your Friday's going to end up playing out. And if you're searching for sunshine, the way the pattern's going to play out, not much is going to be really in store. But hey, it's not going to be super cold though. Check out the forecast as we get you out the door, and temps will continue in a number of locations to rise a few more degrees as we head through the day. We'll get up to our forecast high this afternoon in Hazard at 59. All right, how wet this weekend, and then, all right, kind of alluded to it, how cold next week? Are we going back to the deep freeze? You won't, but colder than what it is now. First Alert 7-day forecast in a few moments. Olivia?
Thank you, Tim, and thanks for joining Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. Coming up, Boeing planes could be preparing for takeoff soon, weeks after a door panel flew off during a flight.